All right, so now with the snow on the ground, does that make you guys more excited to go to Las Vegas and actually get out on the course?
It does. It makes it a little bit nervous too, just because we're going to be a little rusty. I mean, that's just the way it is. We were lucky though. January and February were beautiful in southern Colorado. It was 65, 70 degrees for many days, so we took advantage of them. I do have a hitting area in one of the locker rooms downstairs where they can hit golf balls inside. And then just workouts, keeping our routine going. We scheduled some more workouts down at the field house with the strength conditioning, so just to stay active. But yeah, the weather is what it is, but unfortunately the whole part of the country that we play against is kind of experiencing the same thing, so everybody's going to be in the same boat.
You mentioned the weather has been pretty good here the last couple of months, so what, from the start of spring practice up until now, what type of progression have you seen from the team?
A lot. We've got, with the time change, it's tough. They get out of class at 2:30 and start at 5. So we tried to get in as many repetitions on the driving range and on the golf course playing as possible. And golf is, over winter your short game gets rusty, you lose some of your touch, and as you start to play and progress, and the more that you get rounds under your belt, the better it becomes. So it was going very well before the snow hit. So 5-6 days of having snow on the ground, not being able to do anything will hurt, but we did quite a lot leading up to this, knowing that it could possibly happen. So I think we'll be okay.
Now looking back at the fall, what are some of the positives that you saw from the guys that you're hoping to carry over into the spring?
On the men's side, kind of the same thing, very young, only one senior, Matt. Jacob's a sophomore. I think he's ranked 97th or 98th in the nation. And then we have 3 really good freshmen behind him, and Thane Balling's a junior. So the boys, they have all the potential in the world. It's just a matter of putting it together. The boys finished second, only losing by 7 shots. So we have a target on our back, even though we didn't have a huge fall. But everybody knows that we'll be there when it comes down to the RMAC championship.
Looking at the RMAC, how do you guys feel that you stack up, both on the guys and girls side, heading into the championship season?
Good. I mean, it just all depends on if our good players play really good and our back of our lined up chips in and plays pretty well. I would say that we have a very good chance to win both of them. That's kind of our goal. It's me taking over both programs. I would love to sweep both of them. We haven't been able to do that. The boys have won, the girls have won. We never won together. But the RMAC is really good. On the boys' side, it's probably 5 to 7 teams deep. So we're in there on that, and we just got to show up and do what we can do, and we'll be fine, and hopefully we'll bring some championships home.
Let's talk about Matt Porter, his senior season. Talk about his leadership and what he brings to the program.
Matt was the first player I ever signed when I got hired. So he's been here his entire time with me. So it's kind of sad to see him go because I've always had him here. We've grown as a coach and player relationship, but also as a friendship. So our relationship will continue after this. But he's been a steady guy on the golf course for about 3 years now. Got here for a couple years and our golf team was loaded and he didn't get to play much, but he learned behind a lot of really good guys. And I think he's starting to carry that over. We've talked a lot about his captaincy. He can do more off the course, and he's doing a better job at that. And then he won his first college golf tournament, the last event we played in the fall. So he's got some momentum, even though it was 4 or 5 months ago. He did win his last tournament he played in. So they say you're only as good as your last round. Matt was the champion up there. So I'm looking for him to have a really good senior year, and he's pretty hungry, and he's got a light class schedule, so he's able to practice and play a lot because he's going to graduate in May. So I think the future is bright for Matt in the spring, and if he plays well, we'll play well.
Now with all the snow on the ground out there right now, how excited are you guys to get on the plane Friday and head to Vegas and get on the course?
Oh, it's real exciting. The snow happens every year. It seems like before every tournament, the snow comes in and kind of ruins our practice schedule, but it is what it is, and everyone's ready to get going.
This is your last semester, senior season. What does it feel different this time around, knowing this is your last semester?
No, not at all. Same goal. I guess it'll feel different when it's all over, and I mean it's still the same business plan to go out there and hopefully win championships.
looking back at the fall, what are some things in the fall that you felt that you did well, and maybe some things that you're really looking to improve on going into this spring?
I think not only me, but the whole team kind of missed one round out of 3 every time we teed it up. And once all the players all play well for 3 rounds of golf, we'll be just fine, and we'll be right where we need to be at the end.
What has your spring practice been like? And, we've had pretty good weather here, but just looking at the spring, how do you feel like the team has progressed leading up to this first tournament?
Good. We've got a lot of repetition in on the range, a lot of short game in. I mean, it was 75 degrees last weekend. We were very fortunate to get that weather, and we definitely used it to the best of our ability.
And you mentioned team goals this year is to win, an RMAC championship. For you personally, what are your goals that you have for this spring?
I'm trying to go to nationals, and obviously trying to win nationals, but you got to get there first and then go from there.